Tendenci uses tags inside of its system to help display content inside your internal pages and on your home page in specific content areas. For example, if you look here on the screen, we have our Rotator box in a brand new site, and it says to use the word Rotator when you add your first story. That will allow it to show up here on the Rotator. Adding a story without Rotator would not display it on your main Rotator bar. You can also add stories as you read down here, add a story and tag its sponsor to have the image appear here. So let's go ahead and add a story. The first time you do that, you can simply click on this link inside of your template and it will take us over to add a story. A story is a short way to add an image, maybe a short sentence about what the thing is about. So we're going to do my first story. Here's a content box. Add story details as you would like. And then you can choose the image. This is what will go inside of the story Rotator. So we're going to come down here and let's select, this is going to be a rather large image because I know that that was a large Rotator box. And again, I have a help file in the Tendenci help files that will be linked with this video where you can find all the different template sizes for these types of things. So if I wanted it to link somewhere, and in this case, the picture I use goes to a part called Discovery Green. It already comes the first time because I clicked through labeled as a Rotator. You will want to add those later. Stories come with start and date and end times for when they will be removed automatically, or uncheck this box if you want it to never expire. And then we have our permissions where you can determine who can view it and who can't. Since this is a Rotator and it's going to be on our home page, we want it to show up for anyone who visits. And then here's some administrative features that we can cover when we go into detail on adding content specifically. We're going to go ahead and click Add the Story, and it's going to upload the image and save it. And then we will be able to see what that looks like with the Rotator tag. So we'll click on our logo here to go back to our home page. And here we see now it says My First Story. The content that I'd put in that box was right here. And here's the image that we've uploaded into the Rotator. Now, because we've uploaded our first story into the Rotator, you'll see that the other options for the Rotators are no longer here. So, how do we add our second Rotator box that actually will go through the banner? To do that, we'll come to our admin bar at the top. We'll come down to where we see Stories and click Add a Story. We'll wait for the story page. Here we go. We'll add some text in here. Let's pick a different file. And this time I'm going to have it go ahead and link to Tendenci.com events. Now again, you see this time it doesn't say anything in the tags box. We're just adding a story. It doesn't know which one we want. However, if we start to select Rotator, anything we've entered before will drop down and we can select Rotator from there or just type the whole thing in. Now let's say I think I do want this one to expire on March 30th. I can select the time as 1 in the afternoon. It won't show up after that. And then we're going to go ahead and hit Add Story again. Go back to the home page since it's successfully added the story. And now you'll see we have two stories. My first story and let's see, it's rotating on its own, my second story. So now you can see how to add stories in your Tendenci website. Clicking on these links will take you to the link you referenced inside when you created the story.